as a woman that we need to stop focusing on if a person is going to treat another person better than did you. You saw their true nature. You saw how they operate. You see how they move. It doesn't matter if anybody believe it or not. Nobody can't tell you how your experience with somebody behind closed doors. They can't tell you that. It doesn't matter how long you stayed, because you know what happened. You was being manipulated, gaslighted, and you kept hearing the words, "I'm going to change." And as a woman, when you hear that, you really believe those words, because your partner should never lie to you, but they do. So when they do date somebody else, or they moving on to somebody else, and they really doing everything for that person that they didn't do for you, who cares? Who really cares? Because of course he didn't do it for you. He didn't like you. He didn't like you at all. He disrespected you. He cheated on you. He gaslighted you. He manipulated you. He made you feel like you was less than. He trying to make sure that you become a bitter, insecure ass person. Don't let that cloud your judgment. Sometimes we get caught up in that. Like sometimes you be thinking like, oh my God, he gonna love somebody else. He's gonna treat them better than he did me. Let them. You remember something. The same way he got you with the whole you perfect, all the love bombing, all that stuff. And then the same way he got you, he gonna do it to them. And then you understand something too, is a leopard don't change their spots. So it don't matter how they change the dynamic of how they're gonna get their next partner. It doesn't mean that they're gonna change the way they did things. Oh no, it's gonna be different. It might be 10 times worse. She might get it 10 times worse. So of course he can't. Why? If you had to think like a criminal, you think they would do the same things? They have to switch it up. They have to make sure that you don't catch on quick enough like that. But if you are strong enough to realize, like, look, oh, I know what I was dealing with, that will help you realize, like, whatever that person about to get, it wasn't what you think it is. So don't worry about that. Let that other person believe that he's a God, believe that he is God sent. Let them think that, because you thought that too. You thought that too. So, because sometimes we spend too much worrying about that. You know, you spend too much time thinking like, oh, I need to go back to school and boss my life up and make him jealous. That ain't gonna make a person that is incapable like that. They don't care. They don't care. And if they do come back, they didn't come back to love you. They come back to finish the goddamn job because they realize like, oh, I didn't break her down enough. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all. Mm-mm.